One, go. We lie.
What it is, what it is, what it is. Welcome to the CrossPoint. This is D Wills, your boy. What's poppin'?
It's good with y'all. It's your boy T Beck. You already know what it is, man. We just coming out trying to start something new as boys. Anybody know me and D Wills? We've been rocking since we was young. You know, we got a lot of things on our minds. So we come here, week by week with all raw truth, and we just gonna keep it raw and real, no BS.
You ain't never lie, brother. You ain't never lie. What's been on? So, like, what's the point? We got a lot of stuff on our chest, bro. It's, years of
Man,
things. And why not talk? What better place than to talk about it with your bro? That's just all. That's what it's about. That's what it's about.
man. It's been a good
Man,
week,
oh,
D.
man.
It's been a blessing. Every day you wake up is a blessing. So it's been a good week. No complaints, no complaints. But let's get straight to the nitty gritty. Get straight to the nitty gritty of the week, man. Let's start off with a little sports talk, man. What you thinking about Aaron Donald coming out of retirement? What you thinking about that? You think he gonna pull the trigger?
No. I think it's good for content. I think it's good to keep his name buzzing. Keep him around the league, make people worried. Just like LeBron, not try to pick a team. He holding up schedules right now. That's all he doing. That's all he doing.
Hey, we all know Brian. Brian is, bro. I love Brian, but Brian a prima donna, bro. Brian need that spotlight. Like, bro, just pick a team. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, bro? Just pick a team. Yeah, but Brian gonna do Brian things. But however, I do feel like Aaron Donald might come back, bro. And if he come back, I think the Rams are Super Bowl favorites.
Hey, if him playing alongside what's his name,
Miles
that
Garrett.
came from Cleveland,
Miles
Garrett,
Garrett.
Miles Garrett, that'd be a nasty one too. The left is nice and the right is mean. You see both of them coming at you, bro. That's a pair of mood swings coming at you right there. Boy, I'm just saying.
Boy, boy,
Cold
every
world we
quarterback,
live in. But I don't know.
every
I don't see it. I
quarterback
really don't see
across
it.
the league.
I really
Go
don't see
ahead.
it.
I don't know, man. He been up at the
Nah,
facility,
you good.
so
I don't see it. And he can be at
hey.
the facility. Shoot, he teasing them too. He trying to
Man,
apparently one of the outlets said he trying to work out a deal about how many games he got to play, and then if they do make the playoff, he got to play every game in the playoffs. But hey, bro, he he looked like he in shape, but it ain't no telling if football shape, being able to running and all that stuff. I know he lift,
hey,
but shoot,
yeah, I'm about to say
who knows, bro?
that's a different type of in shape, boy. I tell you that. You take a year off football, boy. When you come back, you tired than a motherfucker. I tell you that, man, boy, you be tired. But
Hey,
he's always been
Beast
a
Mode
workout
said it
warrior.
best. He is a workout warrior, though.
He's a workout
Shit,
warrior,
that's
man.
what we need to get in the gym with him.
Hell no, you got
You
it.
you'll get your you'll get your
You
you'll
got,
get your 10 pounds quick working out Aaron Donald. I'm
boy.
just
I
saying.
seen. I seen old boy that got traded for Aaron Donald. Jason Jared Verse. I seen him work out with Aaron Donald. I said, boy, if he crying and throwing up, Lord knows what I'll do. Jesus Christ. Ooh wee.
Remind you back when you was getting ready for the draft, huh?
Boy, boy,
Ah,
that shit made me feel like I ain't do enough. I'm like, damn. I'm watching these workouts. I said, boy, this shit's crazy. I just had to get fast. They over there lifting 150-pound dumbbells and shit. I'm like, boy, this shit crazy.
man.
This shit crazy. But man, talk to me. What else going on this week? How was your weekend, man? Like, what's going on? Let's talk about it.
The weekend was smooth. Weekends been going. I'm out of school right now. So other than filming and we've been off for a minute. Shoot, my days just be going by. It's a long weekend. It was a good Friday. Was at the house. I'll be at the house more than anything now. Shoot, I am really a house potato now. But the sad part about it is when I'm outside, I just want to stay outside. Like it'd be hard to come back in the house. But shoot, if it's just getting me out the house. If once I'm out the house, I'm good. But if I'm in the house, it'd be y'all call me at 11 or something trying to come out. I'm like, yeah, bro, you got it. I catch y'all on the flip side. You feel me? Like that's how I be feeling.
Man, G, look, G. This weekend was magical, man. I got a chance to take a little weekend trip down to San Diego. My baby went to Sesame Place, the little water
Oh
park and
yeah, I
everything.
seen that.
Yeah.
Y'all's living good. Nisi Poo don't get tired. She be up
Boy.
all day.
Hey, bro, she was up 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. straight, no nap, no nothing. I said, boy, oh boy, this is crazy. This is crazy,
Hey, those is
man.
kids for you. Those is
Man,
kids.
nah.
I had my cousins with us last weekend, and I had to watch them. One is what 2, turned 3, and the other one is 5 or 6, and yeah, they was just up. They was just up asking for bags of chips at 1, 2 in the morning. Like, yeah, no, it's time to go to sleep. Turn this TV off real quick. You
Man,
thought you could get
shit.
them tired. The moment you think they tired, nope,
They
they catch that second win. As soon as they see the lights come off, they're like, "Oh no, I still want to play."
like, man, go to sleep. Please go to sleep. But kids, man. Gotta love them. Gotta love them, man.
Hey, we was kids, we get it. Still big kids at heart. So it's one of those things. They still got a lot of life to live. If I can look, hey, when our parents would tell us, look, be kids for as long as possible. Boy, I look at babies now, I'm like, man, we can trade places.
Man. But I'm glad we had a great weekend, man. We just got to keep stacking them up. We in the middle of summer, about halfway through. It's almost over, so we got to keep making the most of it. And that's really just it. But let's hop over into the topics today, which is our crossover moment. Oh man, our cross point. Let me see what we on the agenda today.
Knowing self.
Oh
Knowing self. Welcome to episode 1. Episode 1 of Knowing Self, man. It's a good one. It's a
that's
good one. This a good topic when it's come to talking about yourself. Like
yeah,
the
bro.
question. So I got an opening question for you.
Talk to me.
When did you realize you were becoming who you wanted to be instead of who everyone expected you to be?
Wee boy. I'll start off by saying this. I didn't really understand me or myself in a raw, authentic way until man. To be honest, I'll tell you about last year, 2 years ago, man. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I think it's when I first started getting into the church where I started understanding like me and my moves and my maneuvers and what I really like and what really hits home in my heart. Because I obviously, Dave, we both grew up pretty popular. You in the track scene, and being one of the men at Long Beach Poly, and me being a pretty decent football player. Like it's just you live for others during that moment. Like everything was for the show. Like every time I stepped up on that field, it was for the show. It wasn't necessarily for me, but it was to not upset my teammates, my coaches, family, things of that sort. So I I really don't know, and I still don't know to this day. You don't really life is ever evolving. You don't stop. You don't ever really know yourself. You only learn yourself in the moment. So I just feel like that's a question that you can wake up and ask yourself every day. Because at the end of the day, once you wake up, you can be a whole new person. But what are your morals? What are your character? What is your character? How do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? Certain things change every day. So man, that's just how I would answer that question. How about you? How about yourself? How do you feel about that?
It is a good question. It's always loaded because I think you're always relearning something about yourself through every chapter. You know, we thought we knew ourselves at the time when we was in high school. We knew ourselves at the time when we first entered college. But I think every transition, every major milestone of life, you kind of you kind of learn something new, and that's something that's where I've been at with it. Like you mentioned the church, like even that, like from going to church every Sunday to then not going for a little bit to going back to really studying it and getting more. It's the same principles of let go and let God is the biggest things that I've been kind of letting be at the forefront of my life. But yeah, knowing self, like I would say this. I think sports it taught us something. It taught us like to continue to pull yourself up and to continue to keep on trekking. Like even when you don't want to do something, you got to do something. It's like, all right, bro, let's just do it. But at times that could be hard. But knowing self, like I think I'm always learning something new. I'm always doing something different. I'm always understanding something more. Especially being in school now, back in school as a getting my master's in social work. Like that's all I have to do is sit here and reflect on myself. Like how can I do this better? How can I do that better? How can I listen better? It's a loaded question because I think it's like you said, it's something that we always doing. We're always trying to figure something out, or not even trying. We're always learning something new about ourselves, depending whatever that moment may be. It's just through experience where we actually experience and being able to comprehend a lot of the stuff I would say sometimes like parents, uncles, friends that they would say, and then it comes back full circle sometimes like, you know what, this is what they were trying to tell me before. I just didn't understand it. But now that I know a little bit more, it's all on how you take it.
Definitely, 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 man. It always goes back to what I just say the other day. It goes back to how a lot of people were raised, man.
Hmm.
I feel like parents are big to the identity of their child. Like it is, you raise your child to how they want to be. You got to think when a baby comes to this world, they know nothing. All they know is whoever is the first person there when when they're birthed, which is more often than not the mother.
Hmm.
Like your identity is coming from good parents, even if you don't have good parents, it's persevering and learning along the way and looking at the right people. Nobody gets it on their own. Growing up, nobody gets it on their own. There's somebody that's showing you the right way, whether that's an actor you like or a mentor or somebody even somebody you see on the TV. I hear people all the time talking about people, characters back in the 90s and the early 2000s where they just they modeled themselves after them because it's like, oh, this is cool to me. Like I want to be like hers. And we just don't have that nowadays, bro. Like there's no good TV shows like there used to be, bro. Living Color, Martin, things of that sort, Girlfriends. There's no like model figure in TV anymore. And that's low key a shame now that I think about it. They need to bring
Hmm.
that back. Somebody need to bring that back. I need to go holler at Tyler Perry or something because he's not having a good rap right now. We gotta bring back the good black figures some way, bro.
I think the thing with that is it's not that there's a lack of good shows. There's a lack of shows that replicate positive thinking and different thought process. Right now, I
Most
think
definitely,
a lot of shows replicate the destruction of self. You
most
know,
definitely.
and I think I see that very prevalent in the day to day. It's in the moment someone goes outside the grain is looked at is they're looked down upon. We can speak on it. Controversial topic, just like the whole Love Island and the Casey and Anaya stuff
Oh,
that
don't
was
get me
going
started
on.
on that. Don't get me started on that, brother. That's next week's topic. We're gonna have some guests. We're gonna have some guests on here for that one. That's next week's topic.
Oh
We gonna
yeah,
hold
we
that
look. We
in
can
the
table
safe.
it. We can table it. Stay tuned for next week. We can table it. We can table it.
Man, brother, I've been arguing about that all week.
But
I
even then,
can't
but
wait.
even then, though, you brought up a point on like, what is your take on identity versus image?
Oh, that's
You know,
it's two totally different things, my brother. It's two totally different things, bro. Your identity is pretty much within yourself, and your image is what other people view you as, because obviously an image, you think picture, what everybody else is looking at the picture of you. But what's your identity? How do you feel? How are you moving? It's like Instagram all over again. You can post a picture all happy go lucky and then you going to sleep crying at night.
Hmm.
It's two totally different phases of your life, brother. Two
For
totally
sure.
different phases.
Well, like so, we mentioned sports. We gotta touch bases with it a little bit. Gotta touch bases with it. Like I know this is something I I would say did I struggle with it a little bit? I did because it's I had a routine every day, and then when that routine was kind of cut, it took a minute between routine every day and then like we said that next chapter was. Did you have a problem with your identity outside of your sport? For
Oh,
you, it'll be
brother,
football. Like once you wasn't competing anymore, how what was that like for you?
brother. Yeah, man, y'all seen this firsthand, bro. When I stopped playing football back in what 2023, maybe. Man, those are some of the darkest days of my life, brother. Shoot, I ain't afraid to say that. Those are the darkest days of my life, man. Those nights where I cry myself to sleep, where I wouldn't talk to nobody, man. It was nice. Dave, it was nice when I pull up on you and just cry, man, because it's like, damn, I've been doing this. I've been working for this goal since I was 5 years old. I have the talent, I have the ability, I got this, that, and the third, but sometimes it's just not enough, or you made mistakes along the way. It's just life things.
Hmm.
Maybe it's just not meant to happen in that moment. Maybe you got a different path. But in that moment, you don't want to hear that. I'll tell you right now. You don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear, God got a plan, God got a plan. Man, bro, my plan was to play football. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
want
I
to hear
know.
God got a plan right now. I know,
You
I
did not
know,
like when I you did not like what I used to say it. I'm like, it was
man.
good, bro. You was like, bro, I don't want to hear that right
I
now.
don't want to hear that shit, man. I
But
love God.
hey,
I go to church. Whoop, whoop, whoop. In that moment, I did not want to hear God got a plan, bro. I ain't want to hear none of that. I wanna hear the freaking the Jacksonville Jaguars call me and tell me to pull up to training camp again. That's what I want to hear. Like I don't want to hear that, bro. And it just I feel like those years. What are we in 2026?
yeah.
Definitely, it set me back like 2 years, bro. I feel like, I could be so much, further along in life, so much more progression if I just didn't let myself get down in the dumps over
But
football for,
but
for 2 years.
sometimes that's needed though. Like I feel like we all need those moments of self discovery. Where we look at how we look at it in that moment, it sucks for sure. Like the somebody saying, God got a plan. It's delayed doesn't mean denied. For whatever reason, that door closed, and multiple doors. I can speak to it. Shoot, a lot of doors was closed, and I couldn't get it. I couldn't get in no door. I said, golly. I said, I
Man,
thought I did everything right. They told me go to school, get a degree. Make sure you network, do X, Y, Z. I got the most no's once I got a degree than I did when I was in school. I said, oh yeah.
don't get me started on that,
I
boy.
said, I said, man, I didn't understand it. That was very hard for me. I am being honest. Like I am human. That was actually real hard. Like you got a plan. People, you make a 5-year plan. People asking you X, Y, Z. You got a confident plan. And for the first time in my life, nothing was going according to plan, and I could not control nothing.
Bro.
And that was a turn. That was a true turning point for me, bro. A true turning point.
Mm,
Like I was asking myself, like, who are you without accomplishments? Like do I even know the real me outside of this? And do why am I feeling so overwhelmed with trying to get accepted into something instead of just going according to plan or allowing the plan to happen? Like I was going through a lot of those like questions and asking myself, bro. I was butt naked in the mirror talking to myself like, bro, I need to get back to me. The D
Hey,
Wills,
bro.
D Wills, yeah, that's me. I said, nah, you start not feeling like yourself. I said, this ain't like me.
Hey, bro. I'll let you know now, bro. I wasn't butt naked in no mirror.
Hey, bro, look, I saw that somewhere, and it was like that's the most vulnerable time you can be with yourself. And during that time, I had to really be real with myself and like, what am I doing? Am I doing enough? Am I not doing something? And that's even if I don't know certain answers. But that was just a method that I used. Not going front. Ain't the first time I've said it.
Hey, G, you are funny, bro. Nah, I feel that though. That's real. That's real, bro. That's real. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is 100% real. And it's, it just sucks. But life goes on, bro. Like I said, my life is still great in my head. Like I'm still not exactly where I want to be, but I'm at the point where I'm pushing to it. Like it was days like I didn't even want to get out the bed. But now I'm pushing to it. I got a beautiful baby girl. Like I'm happy. Life is good, man. I'm blessed, to be, in the situation I'm in to where I can go do whatever I want. But there's still so much
It's-
more on the plate for me to eat. Like
yeah,
there's just so much more.
we always want more. We always want
Always.
more. I think it's accept. I think it's appreciating the moment that you're. I think we have to really be better at appreciating the moment that we're in at this particular time. And I know that's something I had to come to understand. It's like we. I may not be complaining, but I'm like I'm not pleased about where I'm at. But then I never like I wasn't sitting down to say thank you for just for having enough. You know,
Exactly.
like I haven't been without. Like I'm still we still above ground. Shoot, you like for you got a healthy baby girl. That's a blessing. You healthy. You waking up in the morning. That's a blessing. We got parents is a blessing. We have a support system that's out of this world. So I had to take time to look at like, man, I'm complaining about what I don't have,
Gotta see what.
and I'm not appreciating what I do have in this moment. Like, you know, and that's something I fell victim to with myself when I actually had to reflect. I'm like, yeah, I need to appreciate this moment. That's not about having the most money because people that have money, shoot, there's people that have the most money and don't even be happy. Like, bruh, like you got millionaires complaining about saying 100 million is not enough. And I'm telling you right now, we looking at each other. You give me 100 mil, I guarantee you, we live good for a lifetime. Like I don't know what y'all talking about.
Boy, boy, talking about that
Like
100
what?
million turn to 70 to 60 million, boy. Give me, you know what, bro? I keep saying this. God keep giving the wrong people money. Give it to me. I got you. Don't worry about it, big dog. You ain't gonna see me complaining about it. Give me the 100 mil. Don't even worry about it, big dog. You ain't gonna hear complain on me about me for nothing. I'm
Man,
chilling. We good, big dog. I'm faithful to you now with just a little bit of with a little bit of change, man. Just give me the 100 mil. I'll show you what to do with it. I'll show you what to do with it, big boy. I'll tell you
what
that.
would you say? Who would you say you get a lot of this stuff from? Like when it comes to like your what influences you, like how confident, like even the lack thereof, but how confident you are,
Uh,
and even if things still affect you, but like how like what are some things that shape you? Like what are those for you?
I mean, I grew up pretty confident, bro. I will say I grew up with confident parents, so that goes back
Yeah.
to me talking about parents and identity, and things of that sort. But I grew up with confident parents, bro, and they instilled that into me, and told me like like you the man, like you always gonna think you the man, like
You the
even when you
man,
don't feel
homie.
like you the man, you the man.
Yeah.
Like, so I ain't never gonna think I'm less than or anything such. I mean, you ask me, I'm the hottest in the world, I'm the popping in the world, I'm the most finest in the world. Like, that's just how I move.
Yeah.
And,
As you should.
who gonna tell me any different? Because that's how I feel. It don't matter how you feel, it matter how I feel. It's my life. So
That
I'ma
part.
always think I'm popping. I'ma always think I deserve the best. Like, because why not? Why don't I deserve the best? I only get one life to live, as far as I know. I only get one life to
Mm-hmm.
live. I want the best in every life. I want it. That's just me. That's how I feel. That's my confidence. That's how I was raised. I was raised to be confident. I was raised to be a man. Like, that's just how it is, bruh. So, but shoot, what you think about that? Talk to me.
Yeah. Well, we in the same boat when it comes to that.
Yeah.
I confidence is that's something that's key. I grew up with, like you said, same thing. My parents.
Yeah.
I grew up with, with confident parents, so and that was something that just instilled between that my cousins. Like you can't tell me I ain't fly. I don't care what nobody say.
How
Like
fly is he?
I say the corniest joke, everything. It may not work for you, but it'll work for me.
What for
Do
me?
not compare yourself to me because we are not the same, people. I be trying to tell them, but nah,
Oh my
confidence.
God.
Being confident, I think, has gotten me through a lot. I think that helps. Something like that helps a lot too, because I cannot allow myself to just be down. Because, like I said, you start to feel weird. But I thank my parents for that one. My parents, my grandparents, my cousins, my aunties, just my family, and then and then I have a great group of friends. What's up, buddy? I have a great
Yes,
group of
sir.
friends. It when I think, and we all kind of have the same ideologies when it comes to certain stuff. So it's just you couldn't tell us nothing, boy. Them are stories for different days. But boy, oh boy, what the D Wills and Trade show. Hey, if we would have known to just record and stream back then, boy, oh
Oh
boy,
my God, Dave, we would have been
boy,
bigger than
oh boy.
everybody you ever thought of. Like people listen to our stories and be in awe. Like I be trying to tell her, I'm like, look, bro, like my life seems normal, but there was a point in time where, boy, it was anything and everything on and popping, bro. To the random trips, to the man, boy.
Yep. To
Yeah, I
people
can't.
sliding across the car. Oh, never mind.
Man, to get it, woo boy. We done lived a life, boy. Sliding across the car, man. I'm walking around in socks. Oh man, that's boy. Hey, man, I can't wait till we talk about that, man. It's gonna be a fun little journey we about to go on because people gotta hear this. They gotta hear this, man.
I think it was good. I think it was good to start this episode off as like knowing yourself and talking about like identity, image, childhood, and going towards like growth because like it when you the people that's gonna be listening from day one, they understand like, bro, y'all done came a long way. Like you have to learn. You got to learn through experience. Sometimes, like parents tell us a lot of stuff. That don't mean we listen. And like,
Man.
shoot, they come back on the back end like, shoot, yeah, y'all was right. You was right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. I hate that, bro. I hate telling my mom when she right, bro, because she run along with it so much. You already know how my mama get. I'm like, you right. All right, we get it, bro. But she gonna run with it every time. I be like, man, okay, you was right this one time. She could be right 2 times out of 10. She gonna let you know them 2 times that she right, boy. Shoot, your mama too. Your mama be getting on me so heavy. I be like, man, look, Trey, I told you this was gonna happen, Trey. I told you it's gonna
and
happen, Trey.
I
I'm
just let it
like, you
rock.
right. You're right. My bad.
I don't mind it. I called her one day. You know how I was teaching, right? I called her one day. I said,
Boy.
man, I appreciate the structure. I appreciate having structure. I thank you. I thank you for the structure that you provided of me growing up. Cause these kids right now, boy, ooh wee. That's a later topic, but you know it that played having that played a really dope part of upbringing, man. That's cool, man. That's cool. That's real cool.
Man,
Shoot.
let's talk about the next steps, man. Like, do you think that like people can know an older version of you and still expect you to be the same? Like, what does D Wills look like in 10 years?
To D Wills look like in 10 years. We planning annual trips to Lake Tahoe. Somebody got a boat. We got jet skis. I'm old soul. We on the grill with it. We got an Airbnb with the kids running around. That's what I see. I see real community in my career, being able to really give back. That's something that a lot I think we all do silently. People just don't know because we don't talk about it. But doing a lot more of being able to do that, like, I'm a big person of being the change that you seek. So
Yes,
if
sir.
if I can do that through coaching, if I can do that through activism, if I can do that through like whatever that looks like, and partnering with people and with private practice and business and everything of that nature, just kind of like you said, getting everything that we can. That's the biggest. That's what 10 years looks like for me. Really just working towards my potential, because I still feel like it's a lot of stuff that's out here for me to accomplish. So I'm just taking it one day at a time and putting myself in position to be able to receive the blessings that's coming. That's gonna be coming my way. Being
I
prepared.
heard that, boy. I guarantee you in 10 years, we
Family,
definitely will
marriage.
be on them trips.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be on them trips, my boy. You already know how we get down when we bring the family together.
What about you? What about you? How you where you see yourself at, bro?
Man, look, rich as hell one way or another. Something like that. Something gonna stick. I'm telling. I know me, bro. I'm such a winner. Like I always want to win at everything, and I'm not gonna stop until I win. That's just with
Okay.
with everything. Like
Do your best Denzel impression right now with that one. I like the way that was coming off right there, bro.
Like, man, come on, man. I get, man. I just like winning, bro. I never been a loser. I wasn't raised to be a loser, man. I was raised on straight A's and balling at football, bro. Like, I don't like losing, and I think that's a part of me where I feel like, when football ended, I felt like I lost. And it took me up until last year where I started going to church and where I started getting around the right people and where I started, reading my Bible every night and getting on my knees every morning. Where I'm starting to figure out, like, oh, okay, like I got to get back to winning. Like I was cool with losing. I was cool with losing for far too long, bro. I don't like losing when I'm coaching. I don't like losing when
Yeah.
I'm mentoring. I don't like losing. Shoot, man, I don't like losing when I'm playing rock paper scissors with my daughter. I don't like losing. I'm trying to get after it. So I see myself winning, bro, just because I got that relentless edge to me, and it ain't came yet, but it's gonna come. I guarantee you, within the next year or two, it's gonna come. Like my niche is gonna stick. Whatever's gonna get me there, it's gonna stick, and I'm gonna make the most of it, bro. Because I'm gonna just grind this out and just keep it going, And I mean, me, bro. If anybody can say anything about me, nobody can ever say I'm selfish, bro. Because everybody know I bring my homies to the top with me. I die for my family. I die for my friends, man. That's just how it go. Like any type of put on I got, I put everybody else on right there with me. So I ain't never been a selfish person. I go out my way for everybody. So I win. Everybody around me win, including my day ones. You already know my parents, Samara, whole nation, friends, family, love, like all that. I just wanna keep going with everything.
Yeah. You know what song I'm gonna play
What
in the
you gonna
next 10
play?
years? It's been a
Oh,
long, long time coming, but I know a change gonna
go
come.
come. Oh yes, it will.
Yep. Hey man, God is good, bro. God is
All the
good.
time, my brother, all the time. But man, let's start wrapping this up, man. It's a good intro episode to who we are as people. Like I said, we just two best buds since the Sandlot that just came, and maybe somebody needs to hear our conversations one day. Because obviously we late to the game. We should have been streaming way before all these other
Yeah.
streamers. Because y'all would have
Yeah.
been dying laughing at that. But we just we new to the game. We live real life, bro. A lot of these people don't live real life, and they don't be honest about their real life. We are just some regular, degular people right now after being on top of the world for so long. So we welcome y'all to the CrossPoint podcast show, and I'm telling you,
Uncut and unfiltered. Hey, but wait. Before we end it though, because we gotta make sure we leaving them with something. I got two questions. Well, it's not. It's just one. What are you chasing and why? Yeah, I guess it's
man,
two. And that's for
yeah,
everybody to think about. If you listening to this episode, I want y'all to think about that after at the end of this. What are you chasing and why?
man, I'm chasing a better life, bro. Whether in all aspects, whether that's you know, spiritually, mentally, physically. I just want a better life in all aspects, bro. Not even just for me, but I gotta obviously my daughter, my family, my friends, everybody. Like I just want it for them, bro. A lot of things I never really did for me. I always did it for the people around me, and that's just how this goes. Like I want it for them. So what I'm just chasing greatness. That's it. Every day I wake up, I want to be great. I ask God to show me the way to be great. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
How about yourself?
Hey man, I chase peace.
Yes, sir.
I chase peace and prosperity. I got something from my mom. She was like, man, when you wake up, before you even plant your feet on the floor, ask God to guide your steps. Thank Him for waking you up in this morning and ask Him to guide your steps throughout the day. And that's something like little stuff like that, bro. Little stuff like that, because I'm big. I'm a keep it simple, stupid kind of guy. You know, it's all little things. So chasing peace and prosperity, bro. And I think one day at a time and just actively working towards those goals, greatness has to come because you know it's nothing else that is nothing else we can think of really. Like that's just something that's just ineditable. Has to be ineditable.
Man, G.
Yep.
Let's get after it, brother. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Uh, we hope y'all come and check us out every week. Like and subscribe. Follow us on the gram. You know, like I said, big things coming. We just audio only this week. We was just too excited to get started, but coming up, you know, we about to get it going. So it's a blessing, man. Anything you want to leave them with, Dave? Oh, Dave clocked out on us. Good, lucky enough for y'all. We with each other.
D Will's out.